All right, well, let's get started in a child pose. So bring two big toes to touch, knees nice and wide or close together if that feels better for you. And before folding forward, just walk your hands forward a little bit and take a big breath in. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the heels, soften the shoulders. And then as we exhale, just really slowly with the full breath out, walk your hands forward, eventually letting the forehead drop down to the mat. And we'll just take a couple of breaths here to presence ourselves to this space. Whatever space you're in, whatever sounds you can hear, smells you can smell, just sort of acknowledging those things and then allowing yourself to be present here on your mat. Give yourself full permission to experience this class for the next hour or so, just letting go of anything that's come before here, anything that might come after. Begin to bring your awareness more into your own body, acknowledging places that feel really open and great, places that feel like there is room for air and space. Letting go of any judgment or expectations you might have for your body tonight or today. And breathing here. Soften through the space between the eyebrows. Allow the palms to relax and the forearms just effortlessly rest down into the mat. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Soften the jaw. Soften the shoulder blades down the spine, creating lots of space around the ears. Begin to lengthen the inhales and the exhales to be even lengths. Full, deep, expansive breath in. Full, deep, expansive breath out. As you bring more deep awareness to your breathing, invite an Ujjayi breath pattern by gently contracting the back of the throat to create an audible breath. Jaw stays soft as we do this. Spread fingers wide. Beginning to activate more here in our child's pose, press the palms down into the floor, feeling the forearms lift slightly as the shoulder blades drop together and down, activating through the shoulders. Feel the low belly draw up and in, and then we'll just press the hips back towards the heels even more, lengthening across the entire back body. Muscles of the face stay soft, jaw stays soft. Take a big breath in here. As we exhale, keeping the forehead down, we're just going to walk both palms over to the right, maybe coming all the way off the mat. Hips stay centered. Bring in an opening across the left side body, the left shoulder girdle. And if you have space for more stretch, you can walk the left fingers a little bit farther away from you, and maybe even place the left palm on top of the back of the right hand. Full Ujjayi breath in. Full exhale. Stay soft in the shoulders. One more breath here. Breathe in. Exhale out. On the next inhale, we'll walk palms back through center. And with the flow of the breath as we exhale, we'll go right over to the left side. Continue to stay soft through the shoulders, soft through the jaw. Again, if you've got space for extra stretch on the right side body, you can walk the right fingers a little bit farther away from you, maybe placing the right palm on the back of the left hand. If at any point you try something that doesn't feel good, you can always come back to where you were a moment ago. Just playing with finding your edge. Stay soft through the jaw, releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Deep, intentional Ujjayi breathing. One more full expansive breath in. As we exhale, press every last drop of breath out of the lungs. And then as we inhale, we'll flow back to center. Walk the hands back a couple of handprints and come up onto hands and knees. Reposition the knees directly underneath the hips, wrists directly beneath shoulders. Toes can be hooked or unhooked. Preparing for some cat-cows, we're going to inhale to drop the belly, draw shoulder blade tips together and down. Lift the tailbone, gaze lifts. As we exhale, round the spine, draw low belly up and in. Pressing the spine towards the sky, chin towards chest. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze lifts, tailbone reaches high. Use the full exhale to round, really thinking about matching the breath with the movement of the body here. Next inhale brings us back to cow, belly's dropped, and then pause here. Full inhale. Keeping the belly dropped as we exhale, bring the gaze to the right, hips press to the right, opening again through the left side body. Inhale back to center. Lots of space between shoulders and neck as we exhale, gaze comes towards left, hips to the left. Inhale back to center, spread through the entire palm. Inhale back to center, belly lifts a little bit so the spine is in neutral. Place all the way down through the left palm. Inhale, reach right palm to the sky. As we exhale, thread the palm through, coming onto the back of the right hand, coming all the way onto the neck and the shoulder. So the right palm comes between the left palm and the left knee. Back of the hand comes all the way onto the floor. Left palm can stay right in front of the face, or you can walk the left palm all the way to the front of your mat, palm flat on the floor. Feel free to shimmy around here, finding space between the shoulder and the neck, finding that place that feels really juicy here. Again, stay right where you are. You can hook the left toes to the floor and lift the left knee. Deep, expansive breaths here. Full deep inhale. Full exhale. Last breath in. And as we exhale, we'll slowly come out, dropping the knee if you've lifted it. Left palm comes back in front of the face if you've extended the arm. And use the full inhale to again reach right fingertips all the way to the sky. Exhale and plant them back down. Second side, inhale, left palm reaches. As we exhale, thread the left palm between the right palm and the right knee, bringing the left hand all the way onto the floor. Shoulder touches the mat, ear touches the mat. Breathing here in this first variation for a breath. And then if you know that you like to extend the arm or the leg, you'll go ahead and do that with your own pace of breathing. The goal here is to open between the left ear and the left shoulder, to bring space into the spine, beginning to ring out through the spine. Stay long and deep and intentional in the breathing. One more breath in. And on your next exhale, if you've extended arm and leg, you'll bring them back down to the floor. Pressing right palm into the floor. Inhale, left palm reaches high. Exhale, both palms to the mat. Walk your hands forward, one palm print, hook the toes. Inhale, feel low belly draw up and in, shoulder blades reach down. And as we exhale, lift the knees just a couple of inches off the floor. Draw the thigh bones into their sockets. Feel the low belly engage, really lengthening across the spine, waking up the core a little bit. Eyes are towards the mat, long through the back of the neck. Inhale. Press down through all four corners of the hands, and as we exhale, slowly lift the hips high and wide, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Press down through the first finger and the thumb, rotating the weight inward slightly. And this is going to engage the shoulder blades down the spine, giving you lots of space around the neck. Feel free to bring the feet wider or closer together, depending on how your low back is feeling. One more full, expansive breath in, soft through the knees. Exhale all the air out. As we inhale, come onto tippy toes and begin to take little tiny baby steps, walking feet to the hands. Still warming up across the body, so take your time. Feel free to pause anywhere that needs more breath and space. At the top of our mat, walk the fingertips back in line with the toes. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, fingertips on the earth, the shins or the thighs. Goal is a flat spine and soft knees. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Pausing here and forward fold. Maybe keep your hands on the floor. You can catch opposite elbows. As we fold effortlessly here, stay soft in the knees, making space in the low back. Back of the neck is completely relaxed, so the head feels like a piece of ripe fruit on the tip of a branch, just like dangling off the neck. Notice the weight in the feet. Notice if, like I know for me, if I'm not being intentional, my weight rolls to the outer edges of my feet. So very intentionally find weight in all four corners of both feet, really grounding down through the whole bottom of the foot. Full breath in. Exhale, release elbows. If you've caught them, press down through the feet, but soft through the toes as we begin to roll up one vertebra at a time, stacking knees over ankles, hips over knees, shoulders over hips. Make sure you're breathing. When you get to the top, roll shoulders all the way up around the ears, back and down. Palms alongside the body for mountain pose. Draw the tailbone down, lifting the pelvis. Soften the eyes, finding your single gazing point, your drishti. Full breath in through the nose. Open the mouth to sigh. Sun salutation 8. Inhale, reach fingers high, gaze follows. Using the flow of our exhale, fold forward, hands through heart center, fingertips come to the earth. Inhale, lift and lengthen, fingertips on the earth, the shins or the thighs. Exhale, plant palms, step one foot, next foot, high push-up. First variation of our vinyasa flow, we'll inhale to tippy toes, shoulder blades together. As we exhale, drop the knees. Drop the chest, elbows brush the ribs, and chin. Unhook the toes, tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, glide forward, low ribs on the floor, elbows reach back. Exhale through hands and knees, hook toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Lengthen the spine, lifting the tailbone to where the ceiling meets the wall behind you. Maybe bending the knees if you need to for one more full breath in. Exhale, soften the heels towards the floor. Inhale onto tippy toes, starting with the opposite foot. Begin to walk the feet to the hands. Arriving at the top, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Weight through all four corners of the feet, arms come wide this time, engage through the core. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, flow, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant palms, step back, opposite foot first. Second foot, top of a push-up. Vinyasa variation second. Inhale into tippy toes. Either stay with knees, chest, chin, or exhale, lower halfway only, chaturanga. Inhale, glide forward, staying with baby cobra or coming into upward facing dog. Tops of the feet press down, thighs are lifted, shoulder blades wrap together and down. Last breath in. Draw the low belly in and like a wave, lead with the hips first. Low spine follows, upper spine follows last, arriving in downward facing dog. Full deep inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, walk or float feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Flowing with our breath, press down through the feet. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant palms, walk or float, high to low, whatever variation suits you best. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, leading with the hips, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Last deep inhale. Exhale, soften the knees, gaze forward, walk or float, front edge of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, soft through the knees. Exhale, fold. Big toes come to touch a little space between the heels, bend the knees deeply, and on our inhale, reach arms high, Utkatasana. Option to keep arms straight, or you can cactus them, making some space around the shoulders. Drop the tailbone down, lengthening across the low spine. Check in with the weight, bringing it all the way into the heels. Think about pressing your shins to the back edge of your mat. Full breath in, lift the heart. Exhale, release the hands to the low spine, clasping them behind you. Wrap your shoulders back and down, creating lots of space around the neck. Full breath in. As we exhale, release the knees to straighten them, forward folding, allowing the heels of the hands to wrap up towards the sky. Deep Ujjayi breath. Weight even through both feet. Deep inhale. As we exhale, bend the right knee deeply, allowing the arms to come over towards the right. Shoulders stay wrapped back. Soften the toes. Inhale, lengthen the right knee. Exhale, bend the left knee. Bringing the arms to the left. Ideally, heels of the palms stay rooted together. If that's not happening, feel free to bend the elbows a little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, release the clasp, reach fingers high, Utkatasana. Exhale, palms come to heart. Find your left elbow. Before actually hooking elbow to knee, we're going to inhale, lengthen the heart up, and then exhale, using just the core, twist to the right. Breathe in, weight in the heels. Exhale, now hook elbow to knee. Press palm deeply into palm, wrapping the shoulders open and back. Either stay here with palms together or bring left fingertips to the floor, right fingers to the sky. Knees are in one line, one more full breath in. Exhale, release palm to palm. Inhale to center. Exhale, palms back to heart. Stay strong in the core. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, twist to the left using core only. Elbows not hooking just yet. Feel the core engage. Knees are hugging together. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow hooks to left knee. Before twisting any more deeply, take a peek down at the knees. Make sure they're in one line. If having big toes to touch isn't working for you, you can heel toe your feet like a couple inches apart with the outer edges of the feet parallel with the outer edges of the mat. If you open the arms on the first side, do so here too. Deep breath in. Shoulder blades together, space around the neck. Exhale, release palms to heart. Inhale, back to center, you've got it. Exhale, release the knees, forward fold. Split your feet hip bones distance wide. Find your peace fingers and slide your peace fingers between your first and second toes of both feet. Thumbs come to the big toenails. Soften the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Elbows come wide. Shoulder blades continue to draw down towards the tailbone. Are you breathing? Where can you soften? Finding that balance of work and ease. Presence yourself to this moment, what we're doing right now. Let go of everything that's come before. Press down through the toes, draw up through the fingers, really lengthening across the entire back body. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Release the toes. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, reach high. Fingers expand to the ceiling. Lengthen the side body. Exhale, forward fold. Release back down. This time, lifting the toes up, we're going to slide the palms underneath the feet, standing on the hands for Padahastasana. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Here, I'd like you to bend your knees as much as you need to get your belly to your thighs. And then keep your belly glued to your thighs. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, elbows come wide, forward fold. As we breathe here, continue to press down through the feet, bringing the toes all the way to the wrist creases. As we breathe, maybe you begin to lengthen the legs. Only as much as you can do so with the belly glued to the thighs. Expanding through the hamstrings gives us lots of space in the low back. Continue to draw the shoulder blades away from the ears, keeping lots of space in the neck. Wiggle the toes. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release the palms. Plant them shoulder width distance underneath the face. Heel toe the big toes together, preparing for crane or crow pose. So if you're not familiar with crane or crow, feel free to watch first and then you can give it a try. So my big toes are to touch, my hands and wrists are directly beneath my shoulders. Gaze is towards the front of my mat. I'm going to inhale, lift up onto my toes and bring the knees wide. From here, I'm going to bend my elbows, creating a little shelf to get my knees as close to my armpits as possible. My core and abdominals are really engaged here, making it easier for me to hug my knees in like this. I'm going to inhale, rock my weight onto my toes, and maybe this is a place you stay and practice. Otherwise, you can start to play with lifting one, and then the other set of toes, eventually lifting all 10 toes off the floor. Once you've lifted, you can begin to lengthen through the arms, pressing the floor away. Okay, your turn. So bring your big toes to touch, hands shoulder width distance onto the floor. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Make sure that the weight is through all four corners of the hands. Inhale, lift the heels up off the mat, knees come wide onto the armpits. Gaze is forward as you rock the weight into the palms. Feel the low belly drop up and in as you press the floor away. Full deep inhale. Full exhale for 3. For 2. Inhale here, don't think about it. Exhale, shoot the feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh. Deep breath in. Exhale, gaze forward, walk or float, feet to hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, lift the heart, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step or float back, high to low. Inhale, heart forward, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift right leg high. As we exhale, step right foot to right thumb. Drop the back heel. Inhale, rise up, hero one. Feel the outer edge of the back foot root down into the mat, even if that means your body kind of faces the long side of your mat. We'll start here to really feel the engagement of the back leg. pressing down through the outer edge of the back foot, the thigh and the glute will engage, eventually bringing us to face the front edge of the mat. Draw low belly in, lengthen the tailbone towards the floor. One more breath, inhale. As we exhale, open up, hero two. Shoulders and chest now face the long side of the mat. Fingertips reach equally away from heart center. Soften the shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale, reach right fingertips all the way forward. Flip the front palm. And as we exhale, reverse your hero. Left palm is so lightly touching your back thigh that you could lift it up and wave. Or you can come into a half bind, wrapping the arm behind you. Maybe hooking left fingers to right thigh. Inhale, stretch more. Exhale, release the half bind if you found it. Cartwheel both hands down. Step your back foot in about halfway. Both feet are flat on the mat. Left toes are pointing towards the front left corner of the mat. Right toes are at 12 o'clock. Fingertips right underneath shoulders, tenting the hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. As we exhale, either stay right where you are if this feels like a big opening in your right hamstring, or begin to fold forward. Find that place where the weight is even through both feet. Rock a little more weight into your front foot. Yeah. Inhale here. Exhale. Walk the fingertips to the front edge of your mat so they're like 6 inches or 8 inches away from your right foot. Press all the weight into the right standing foot, and as we inhale, lift the left leg high. Both hip bones point towards the floor. Fingertips can stay on the mat, or inhale, bring both palms to heart center. Gracious hero 3. Think about bringing some upward facing dog into the spine, wrapping the shoulders down and back. Engage through the core, inhale here. As we exhale, bend through the right knee, step the left toes back, landing in a high lunge. Back heel is lifted, toes are on the floor. Option to bring the back knee down to the mat. Hands are still at heart center. Think about drawing the inner thighs together like a pair of scissors. Inhale, reach the fingers high. Exhale, stay. Continue to draw the inner thighs together, low belly lifts up and in. As we exhale, drop the right heel down. Release the hands behind the spine, clasping the hands at the base of the spine. Back heel is now on the floor, gracious hero, 1 feet. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, humble hero. Right shoulder comes to the inside of the right knee. Wrap the elbows in towards one another, heels of the palms together, full breath in. And as we exhale, release the hands down to either side of front foot. Step back, either flow through a vinyasa or move straight to downward facing dog. Wherever you go, use your breath to lead you there. Inhale here, downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift left leg high. Exhale, left foot to left thumb. Drop the back heel down, rise up, hero 1. Before doing anything, really engage the outer edge of the back foot with the floor. Feeling the left leg and the glute engage and fire up. Low belly draws up and in, tailbone reaches down. With the power of the back foot, begin to press the right hip forward, plugging that left hip in. Facing now the front edge of your mat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Stay low through the front knee, make sure you can see your toes. Full breath in. And now as we exhale, peel open, hero 2. Some good alignment ideas are to have wrists over ankles And your front heel can either bisect your back foot or you can have heel to heel alignment. Like if you're thinking about the track that goes the lengthwise of your mat. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Think about your inner thighs rotating back and away from your center line. So thinking about this more as a hip opener than like leg strength. On your next inhale, reach left fingertips forward, flip the front palm, and reverse your hero. Stay deeply bent through that front knee. Right palm is so light that you can wave at the back of the room, or you can wrap that arm, maybe hooking fingers to the left thigh. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, come all the way up, and exhale, bring both hands down to the floor. Hop your back foot in about halfway. Right toes are pointing to the front right corner of the mat. If balance is feeling challenging, you can separate your feet wider. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Before coming into our pyramid pose here, bring a hand to the low spine. So your palm is flat on your low back. Then rock your weight into your front foot and notice your hip shift. And then rock your weight into your back foot and notice your hip shift. And then find a place where your sacrum, your low spine, is really even, like you could rest a teacup on the back of your body. Keep your weight evenly distributed through your feet to keep your spine in that position. Now bring both hands to the floor. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, stay or fold. For me, this is like the best pose to practice letting go of judgment of my body. Letting go of expectations of where I think I maybe should be or could be. Just sending breath and love to my body. One more full breath in, soften the toes. Soften the face. Soften the mind. Inhale, lift halfway. Walk your hands 6 or 8 inches forward, preparing for Hero 3. We're going to rock all the way into our left foot. Hips stay pointing towards the floor, and when we're ready, lifting the right foot towards the sky. Both hips point towards the floor, keeping fingers on the mat, or lifting palms to heart center. Left leg is strong. Full breath in. Lift the heart, upward facing dog in the spine. And as we exhale, bend through the left knee and slowly with control, step right foot back. Crescent lunge. Inner thighs draw together, fingertips reach high. Breathe more. Soften through the face, fixed gazing point. Find your drishti. Breath, gaze, core. Full inhale. As you exhale, drop the back heel to the floor, hero 1 feet. Release the hands to the base of the spine, opposite thumb on top. Wrap the shoulders back, lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, humble hero. Ideally, heels of the hands stay rooted together. If that's not happening, it's okay. Just drop the palms closer to the back. Hug the shoulder blades together, wrapping the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath in. Exhale, release both hands to either side of front foot. Either flow through your vinyasa, exhaling to lower, inhaling to lift, or meet straight and downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh. I can't hear you sighing, but I'm sure it's a good one. All the weight between between the fingers and the thumbs. Soft through the heels, soft in the knees. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot to right thumb. Drop the back heel, rise up, hero 1. Exhale, open, hero 2. Flip the right palm, reverse your hero, breathe in. As we exhale, come through center, bring front elbow to front knee, extending first left fingertips straight to the sky. Before moving anywhere else, check in with your alignment, check in with space around the neck. Soften the shoulders, activate through the hands. Like there's energy and light just shooting out of your fingertips. Draw low belly and feel the tailbone reach towards that back foot. From here, either stay exactly where you are or release right fingertips to the floor. Notice if the chest starts to collapse forward. If that happens, you'll just come back to elbow on the knee. Again, stay or reverse the top palm. Bring the hand all the way behind you into a half bind. Maybe hooking left fingers to right thigh. Peel the left shoulder back, lean back like you're leaning into a wall behind you. Gently tuck the chin, lengthening across the back of the neck. Full inhale. Full breath out. Staying here for 2 more breaths. If a full bind is part of your practice, you'll bring the right arm under, unhooking the thigh, and then catch wrist to palm. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last inhale. As we exhale, extend left palm to the sky, unbinding if you've bound. Release both hands to the floor. Hook the back toes. Heel toe your right foot wide. Bring both palms to the floor. Drop the back knee down, unhooking the toes. Coming into lizard. So right foot is still up by the right hand. Inhale, lift the heart. Either stay here or exhale, begin to fold forward, coming onto forearms. Stay soft through the shoulders. To begin with, our right knee is going to point as close to straight to the sky as possible. So try not to let it fall out to the right yet. Breathe more. Inhale here. As we exhale, allow the right knee to fall right, coming onto the knife side edge, the outer edge of that right foot. From here, we'll bring the right palm to the right knee, gently pressing that knee away, continuing to reach the shoulders away from the ears. Again, option to stay or bend through the left knee, swim the right palm around, catching onto the top of that right foot. So thumb is pointing towards the sky. Allow the left ear to slowly, gently fall towards the left shoulder. Full breath in. Full breath out. Where can you soften? Where can you activate more? Where needs your breath? One more breath in. And as we exhale, release the back foot, bringing both palms back to the front of the mat. Lift onto the palms if you folded. From here, we're going to heel toe the right foot across the mat. So the right foot is now behind the left hand. Drop the right knee down to the mat, preparing to come into pigeon. If you notice you've got a lot of space between your right hip and the floor, just grab a pillow or a book or something and you can lift that hip up if you need to. Take a peek at your back foot, make sure the toes are pointing directly behind you and your heel is in line with your hip bone. From here, notice if the shoulders are rounding forward, roll them back, and lift the heart high. Pausing here to take a couple of breaths. Stay flexed and activated through this front foot. Feel the low belly reach up, creating lots of space across the back body. Gently tuck the chin, lengthening across the back of the neck. Either stay here if this feels excellent, or exhale, begin to walk the palms forward, using the breath to flow the body in movement. So each time you reach the bottom of an exhale, I highly recommend you pause and breathe at that edge. And then as you breathe and create more space, you can fold more and more deeply. Full breath in. Maybe folding more if it's available. If you've got a ton of quadricep flexibility, I'm not describing myself right now, I do not. But if you are a person who has lots of quadricep flexibility, you can bend through the left leg here, swim the left palm back, and catch on to the top of that left foot, eventually drawing the left knee in towards the glute. Deep inhale. And just being okay with what comes up. And you know the sensations in your body better than anybody. If you're feeling, pain that doesn't feel appropriate for your body, then yeah, of course you back out. But if you're feeling just discomfort or dis-ease, how can we stick through that? Breathe through that. Creating habits for dealing with discomfort that we can take off our mat too. Full inhale. Full breath out. On the next inhale, slowly begin to walk the palms back towards the body. Taking as much time as you need to. Once we arrive at the top, we're going to roll all the way into the right hip. Draw the right heel in slightly, so the knee is kind of more towards the center of the mat. And then we're going to swing the left leg all the way around, coming into cow pose, or cow face pose. So the knees are stacked, feet are wide. I'm actually going to shift this so you can see. Again, if you need to sit up on a block, this is a great place to lift the hips if this isn't feeling super accessible. If this is really not accessible for you, you can come into Sukhasana, just like a cross-legged pose. From here, we're just going to breathe, bringing fingertips to the floor, lengthening the spine. Soften the shoulders back and down. Lift the crown of the head to the sky, gently tucking the chin, lengthening the spine. Stay right here and breathe, or on your next exhale, begin to walk the fingertips in front of you, folding over your crisscross legs. Full breath in. Full breath out. If you folded, inhale, come back. Doing this one more time, either stay with the same arm variation, or you can cross your arms behind you, catching opposite elbows. Or if reverse namaste is part of your practice, if you've got that space in the shoulders, you can practice reverse namaste. Again, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward, keeping the shoulders wrapped back. Chin gently tucked, lengthening across the back body. Breathe in. Flex and activate it through both feet. Exhale. Low belly draws in, creating space across the back body. Breathe in. Exhale, wrap the shoulders back one more time. Inhale, rise all the way up. Release the arm clasp if you found it. Plant the hands on the mat. Step both feet back. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling onto tippy toes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Shoulders reach back. Lift the crown of the head. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend left leg to the sky. Exhale, left foot to left thumb. Drop the back heel. Inhale, rise up, hero one. Exhale, peel open, hero two. Reach left fingers forward, reverse the palm, reverse hero. Palm is light, maybe finding a half bind. Inhale here. As we exhale, come forward, left elbow to left knee. Right fingertips reach to the sky. Right away, notice your shoulders, soften them down the spine, space around the neck. Active through both sets of fingers. Feet are pressing into the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, either stay or release left fingers to the floor. Tailbone reaches down towards the bottom heel. Full breath in. Full breath out. Feel the weight in both feet. Either stay or reverse the top palm, bringing hand to the low spine, maybe clasping the left thigh. Wrap the right shoulder open and back, lean back. Staying here for 2 more breaths of full bind as part of your practice. You'll bring the left palm underneath, clasping palm to wrist. Breathe more. Full inhale. Full exhale. If you found the bind, inhale, extend right palm high. And as we exhale, release both palms to the floor, hooking the back toes. Heel toe the left foot wide, both palms come to the inner line of that left foot. Drop the back knee down, unhooking the toe. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Again, to begin with, the left knee is going to point directly to the sky, so don't let it fall out yet. Keep it plugged in. Inhale, either stay here, or exhale, begin to fold forward down onto forearms. Continue to hug that left knee in towards the body, both active and opening in that left hip. Stay soft through the shoulders, lots of space between the chin and the neck. Breathe here. Full inhale. Now, as we exhale, allow the left knee to fall open, coming onto the outer edge of that left foot. Whether your palm or your forearm are on the floor, will begin to open up, bringing the left palm to the left knee, gently pressing it away. Continue to soften the shoulders down the spine. Stay here or begin to bend through the right knee. Swim the left palm back, catching onto the top of that right foot. Perfect. Continue to wrap the shoulders open and back, lots of space around the neck. Very gently allow the right ear to fall towards the right shoulder. Hug the right heel in towards the body. Full inhale. And as we exhale, if you've caught the foot, slowly release it down, bringing forearms or palms back to the floor. Inhale, both palms come back to the mat if they're not already there. And now we're going to heel toe our left foot all the way across the mat, so left toes are behind the right wrist. And then allow the left knee to fall to the floor. Preparing for pigeon. Peek down at your right toes, pointing them straight behind you. Feel free to allow the front heel come closer to your pubic bone if this is feeling at all feels in the knees or weird feels in the hips. Breathing here for a couple of breaths. Continue to breathe the tailbone down towards the floor, lengthening the low spine. Notice if the shoulders are crunched up around the ears, we want to roll them back and down, and then lift the crown of the head to the sky. Low ribs soften down. Full breath in. Stay right here. Exhale, begin to walk the palms forward. Pausing at any new stage that you bring yourself to. Giving your body some time to adjust, time to soften, time to relax. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Again, if you have the opening in the quads or you're working on opening in the quads, you can press down through the left forearm, bend through the right knee, and again, swim the right palm back, working towards drawing the right heel in towards the right glute. Inhale. Exhale. Stay flexed and activated through the left foot. Breathe in here. Full breath out. Sukha, Sthira, work and ease. Where can you work less? Bring more ease. On our next inhale, begin to walk the palms back towards the body. Scoot the left heel farther over to the left, bringing the knee towards the center of the mat. And then we're going to swing the right leg all the way around, stacking the knees one on top of the other. Or coming into Sukhasana if that's more appropriate for you. Soften the low ribs down. Relax the shoulders back. Gently tuck the chin, lengthening across the back of the neck. Nice. Full breath in. Full breath out. Either stay here sitting up tall, or as you exhale, begin to walk the fingertips forward. Ideally, hips stay rooted to the floor as we walk the hands forward, folding over our stacked knees. Lots of breath. Words and thoughts of love to our hips. Bringing compassion to every breath of our practice. On our next inhale, begin to walk the palms back. Sitting up. Taking any arm variation that you maybe took on the first side. If you cross the arms behind you, bring opposite hand to opposite elbow, like your opposite forearm is on top this time. If you're working on reverse namaste, you'll do that. Wrap shoulders up and back. Wrap the shoulders back more. Even more, lift the chest. Yes, inhale. And then exhale, begin to fold forward, keeping the shoulders just as they are. So that might mean you don't go forward quite as much, maybe not at all. Really just finding that edge and breathing into it. Deep breath in, flex through the feet. Deep breath out, fixed gaze. Inhale. Exhale. Our next inhale comes all the way back up. Release any bind you have in the arms. Slowly unravel the legs. And this time we're going to take our final vinyasa, planting the palms. Inhaling into tippy toes, exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, reach the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, lift right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right knee to nose. And then pulse it up towards the chest for 10, 9, 8. Press the floor away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the leg. And exhale, place it back down. Inhale, left leg high. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale, expand. Knee to right elbow. Inhale, expand. Knee to nose, give it a kiss. And then plug it into the chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. And exhale, step the feet all the way forward. Bring the feet wide. Toes hang off the corners of the mat, heels slightly in. Bend knees deeply, Malasana. Oh yeah. And then lengthen the spine. Palm to palm, elbows to knees, lifting the spine long. Gently tuck the chin, lengthening across the back of the neck. Breathe in here for 3, 2, 1. Sit the butt all the way down onto the mat. Feet come hip bones distance wide, catching onto the backs of the thighs. I like to just sneak that ab work in so that like we don't even know it's coming, and then it's over. Wrap the shoulders back, lift the chest, inhale. And then exhale, round the spine, lowering the body onto the mat, one vertebra at a time, with as much control as possible. Walk the heels in so you can just barely brush the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Lift the heart, wrap the shoulders underneath you. Preparing for bridge pose, we've got a couple options here. So you can make this like hard work and really continuing to build strength, or if you want this to be more rejuvenating, if you've got a block or some thick books around, you can stack them underneath the base of your spine. So I'll show you rejuvenating first, and then we'll move into the other variations. So I'm going to press my heels down, inhale, lift the hips, and then I'm just going to slide any sort of prop, a pillow, a block, a book, just right underneath my sacrum, and just chill here. And this feels so amazing. Otherwise, I'm just going to do the same thing without the block. Pressing the heels down, softening through my butt cheeks, lengthening my hips towards my heels, tailbone towards my knees. Arms alongside the body, or you're going to clasp the arms underneath you. Breathe here. Root down through the left heel. Either stay with both feet flat on the floor, or lift your right leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release. Root down through the right heel, lift left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release. Last breath in, lift the hips more. Exhale, release all the way down. Heel toe the feet wide, knees collapse in towards center. We're going to take 2 more back bends, variations of your choice. Either staying in rejuvenating bridge, you could just stay the whole time, you never have to come down. Otherwise, we're going to take 1 more bridge and I'll walk you through wheel. Root down through the heels, 4 corners of the feet, rooting into the mat. Feel the low core engage, exhale here. Inhale, lift the hips high. Knees hug in like you're squishing a grapefruit between them. Low ribs soften. Feel this in your hamstring. So draw the heels like isometrically. They're not actually moving, but feel the heels like sliding in towards your shoulders. Stay right here for 3, 2, 1, or place the hands alongside the ears, elbows reach to the sky. Exhale. As we inhale, come onto the crown of the head. Hug the elbows in, spread the fingers wide. Breathe in. As we exhale, press the palms into the floor, coming into full wheel. Either stay in your bridge or breathe in wheel for 3, 2, wrap the elbows in, shoulder blades down towards the tail. 1, slowly tuck the chin, coming first onto the crown of the head, all the way back out the same way we came in. Feet to the edges of the mat, knees drop together. Inhale. Exhale, last one, feet hip bones distance wide. Coming into your variation of choice. Exhale where you are. Inhale, lift. Breathing here. Great, and just notice what's going on in your head here. Is it helpful? Is it useful? If it's not, let it go and just rejoin your breath. Where can you send more love and compassion to your body right now? Where can you work easier? Breathe more. Stay here for 3 more breaths. If you're in full wheel, press down through the left foot. Inhale, lift right leg high. Exhale, release. Right foot grounds. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, release. Inhale onto tippy toes. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly lower. All the way down. Arms alongside the body, heels wide. Knees collapse in. Full breath in. Full breath out. Heel toe your feet together. Draw the knees into the chest. Bring the knees wide and catch onto the outside edges of the feet for happy baby. Feel the tailbone unfurling down into the floor. Feet press up towards the ceiling as the palms draw down. Soften the shoulders and the jaw. Allow the eyes to soften. Full breath in. Full breath out. Last inhale. Exhale, slowly release the feet down. Scoot the hips just slightly to the right, bringing arms into a cactus or a T. Inhale here. And as we exhale, allow the knees to fall over to the left. If you're looking for more, you can hook the left foot onto the right knee. Begin to soften the breathing, soften the eyes. Deep inhale, deep breath out. If you've hooked the foot to the knee, gently release it. And then inhale, come back to center, scooting your hips back to the middle of the mat. Now scoot the hips to the left, breathe in. And exhale, release the knees over to the right. Really gentle supine twist here. If you went for the foot on top of the knee on the first side, maybe do that here as well. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. If you've hooked the foot, release it. And then inhale, come back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together with knees wide. One hand to belly button, one hand to heart center for Supta Baddha Konasana. Lift the heart just slightly, tucking the chin or the shoulders underneath you. Gently lift the back of the skull off the mat. Tuck the chin slightly and then place it back down, lengthening across the back of the neck. If it feels okay, allow the eyes to close. Tongue falls away from the roof of the mouth. Everything begins to slow down. Honing in on this physical connection of breath, chest rising. Exhale, chest falling. Be present here. Stay here in this shape for our Shavasana, or if you prefer, you can extend a foot to each corner of the mat. Maybe allowing the arms to fall alongside the body with palms face up. We'll take just a couple of minutes in our Shavasana, and at the end, I'll call you out. Toes just effortlessly fall out. Fingers naturally curl in towards the palms. Face is completely soft. Eyes are completely soft. The mind is nowhere. It's here, it's everywhere, just breathing. Know that there is nothing to change. There's nothing to fix. Everything is exactly the way that it should be right now. You are perfect exactly as you are. begin to deepen your breathing. Bring small movements to the fingers and the toes. Roll out gently through the wrists and the ankles. And gently rock the head from side to side. On your next inhale, extend arms overhead, toes reach away, coming into a big, full body stretch. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest, giving them a gentle squeeze. And when you're ready, roll over onto the right or the left side of the body, using the bottom arm as a pillow. With eyes still closed, press yourself up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Feel the sits bones ground down into the earth. Feel the chest and the crown of the head lift as the shoulders soften down. Palm to palm with thumbs at heart center. And we'll close our practice with one unifying Om, sending out all the benefits of our practice out into the universe. Inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Bring thumbs to the third eye point between the eyebrows. The divine light in me greets and acknowledges the divine light in each of you. Namaste. Namaste.